Well, they're not going to keep it steady next. This likely to be one of the battles of the weekend.
Well, here we are for the BSN.com Junior Powerbikes. 4 races in one. Rob Ellesmere's here, number 42, in competition. Dunlop, Aprilia, all the sponsors there. Also on number 2, Rick Ballerini. It's not often you get Rob and Rick on the same grid, but look out for the Mini Twins, the Moto 450s, and the Street Fighter Bs. So many people to watch for, Robin. Should be a good race.
Yeah, it should be an absolute cracker there. Sam Coventry didn't seem 5 minutes ago. He was a super team rider, but having a brilliant weekend here in Wales. There's Mark Morley, who qualified his Street Fighter B machine on the front row. There's his son, Craig Morley. Number 28, was a super team champion a few years back. He's on the second row. Alex Hutchinson leads the Junior Powerbike points, but he can't be here. He had a big off at Cadwell Park, so Rob Ellesmere will be effectively the leading Junior Powerbike out there. Lee Hutchinson, Alex's brother, is here. He's leading the Mini Twins standings from Richard Wilshire and Chris Bolland. Chris is with the RAF, is serving abroad at the moment. Ian Popwell leads Street Fighter B from Barry Utting and Martin Stania. Mark Morley there, 4th in those point standings, but we are ready to roll. Green flag at the back. Sid walks out the way at the front. Red lights on and off. And we'll be keeping an eye on, in fact, 5 championships. It's Junior Powerbike, Mini Twins, Street Fighter B and C, as well as Moto 450. Pick the bones out of that. It is Rick Ballerini, however, on that number 2 green Kawasaki 400 that gets the best out of all, Steve.
Yeah, Rick's joining us here at Pembrey. Remember, he did very well here last year in the 400 class as well, took in a couple of wins, but as I said on the grid there, our two long-haired legends at the front.
Big twitch from Mark Morley in mid-pack there. It's rather done for his decent start. Huge sit up there and almost a get off, but he regains the playing field. I'll tell you what, look at that. In number 28 in 4th place, that is Mark's son Craig. And Craig is right in the back, legs off that thing. He's leading Street Fighter B at the moment, and he's not too far back, and he's right up alongside the leading Moto 450 of Steve Tomes. Steve, who can fairly be said to have as much experience as anybody else out there.
Yeah, he's joined in the Moto 450 class by another experienced rider in Mike Spike Edwards as well. He's out there on the Suzuki, so it'd be good if we can get that class up and running and get as many riders as possible in that.
Yeah, it's already a great race. Rob Ellesmere nicked into the lead there and just has to give way once again to Rick Ballerini, but immediately Rob right back on his case. That gorgeous little Aprilia 550 hassling Rick Ballerini as they run out into the country. Yeah, Craig Morley in 4th place overall, but leading Street Fighter B. He's not in this class normally. He had his own bike, but he had problems with it, and his dad dragged this machine out the garage and said, we'll have a go on this then. And at the moment, Craig leading the class and his dad.
Yeah, he is. He's a very versatile young man. He's good on anything. He's, you know, he'll ride a 125 up to 1,000, but he's actually 3rd overall, which is remarkable ahead of this quite remarkable battle at the front.
Yeah, still Rick Ballerini and Rob Ellesmere. And, oh, goodness me, I tell you what, I know I've gone on about this new Aprilia. It is a fantastic looking machine, isn't it?
It is, yeah. They've, Rob and Ian Newton in competition have been working so hard on this bike, and round by round it's getting better and better. It's got a new tailpiece on it, and gradually things are starting to improve on it, and we should see it in its best form at Alton Park, so I'm told.
Well, it's certainly setting some great lap times at all the circuits we've visited so far. And I've noticed a lot of riders around it in the paddock sniffing around as well, thinking, I wouldn't mind a tour on one of those, but at the moment, the evergreen Rick Ballerini on that mini Kawasaki out the front, keeping Rob at bay.
Yeah, and Rob Ellesmere on that 550, as you said, a lot of riders looking to sort of like have a little go on that bike, but I have heard a sneaky rumour off Ian Newton there may be an Aprilia 450 class next year, with Aprilia supplying all the bikes.
Right, well, I suppose that's could be handy. You've got this one out here as a bit of a test bed. If it looks anything like this, it's going to be an absolutely superb machine. We'll see. Rob Ellesmere, though, just proving it's got the speed as well, just nicking back ahead of Rick Ballerini. Great thing is, between the two of these guys, I mean, they have got a lot of experience and they can race as close as you like. They are great competitors, but they're also very affable off the bikes as well. Nothing's going to get silly with them, but you're going to get toe-to-toe stuff. Oh, and toes off there. That is a big bid indeed. That is number 15, Lee Hutchinson. What a shame. That is the competitive mini twin section of this race has lost one of its leading runners there. Tim Jones, I think, is currently up the front in the order from Richard Wilshire. And there we see Steve Tomes. He's the leading Moto 450. We're trying to keep our eyes on all sorts of championships here, Steve. Oh, and red flags. Red flags bringing that one to a close. So Rob Ellesmere takes the win from Riccardo Ballerini. Sam Coventry won an excellent third place ahead of Richard McCartney, Alan Brown and Alex Heaton. And there we see Rob Ellesmere, the winner from Rick Ballerini, and an excellent third from Sam Coventry.
The BSN.com Junior Powerbikes provided us with a great race. Rick, it's great to have you with us. Second place though.
Yeah, I'm not having that again.
It's good to have you back. Obviously, you're about to become a father, and I must say, watching Sandra on pit wall was quite a sight.
Yeah, someone said it had arrived when I come back, but I'm not so sure. I haven't checked.
And to you, Rob, great race to be involved with as well.
It was brilliant. This geezer is a blind bloke to race with. It's just such fun. You know exactly where he's going to be. He knows exactly where I'm going to be. We were just sort of backwards and forwards and really enjoying it. I was just laughing in my lid the whole way around the race. It was brilliant.
Same as. It was a great race.
Well done to both of you. We'll look forward to round two.
Thanks very much.
Yeah, no worries. Wait for it.
Yeah, certainly looking forward to that, guys. Mini twins, the win went to Tim Jones from Richard Wilshire, and Paul Turner and Andy Ward third and fourth. There we see the guys on the podium. Very happy Tim Jones. And in Street Fighter B, the win went to the flying Craig Morley, so the son did beat the dad. Barry Atting an excellent second. Mark Morley finished in the end third, ahead of Lee Hardy. And there we see a very happy Craig Morley. You can just hear all his mates saying, I knew him when he was a redhead. There he is.